Hello, my name's David Seaman, and this is the Three Lions podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Three Lions podcast. My name is Russell Osborne and this is an independent England football supporters podcast. I hope I find you well. The World Cup is now just over a year away, kicking off on the 24th of June and running for just over a month with the final on the 25th of July. Of course, I'm talking about the Women's World Cup. Obviously, the men's tournament is almost upon us, but I think it's just as important to keep up to date with our Lionesses. As coming up very soon are our final qualification games. On the 5th of June, we travel to Mallorca to face Spain, then round things off on the 9th at home to Ukraine at Everton's new Hill Dickinson Stadium. Coming up on this episode, I'll be going through the squad and the various details about qualification. And once again, I'll be joined by Zoe from the Lionesses Den. Before that, don't forget you can follow the show on social media. Just search Three Lions Podcasts. Give it a like, give it a follow, give it a rating. Always appreciated that. It can be found on the likes of Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And if you are rating it, please do it on the likes of wherever you listen to your podcasts, iTunes, Spotify. Right, let's get into it. Back in April were match days 3 and 4. You may remember we beat Spain 1-0 at Wembley thanks to an early Lauren Hemp goal. Then we travelled to Reykjavik for our 500th game. Again, a 1-0 win. This time courtesy of an Alessia Russo goal. The other results in that period saw Iceland beat Ukraine 1-0 and then Spain piled on more pressure to the Ukrainians with a 5-0 victory. Now once that window had finished, Group A3 looked like this. We were top with 12 points, 4 wins out of 4. The only goal we conceded was away to Ukraine in the 6-1 victory. Spain, they're second with 9 points, having won 3 of their 4 games. Of course, that defeat coming against us. Iceland are third with 3 points and Ukraine 4 with no points. So just to recap, if you're not aware, come the end of these upcoming games, whoever finishes top automatically qualify for the World Cup in Brazil next year. It will be either us or Spain, which is why it is so important to avoid defeat to them on the 5th in Mallorca. So before we carry on, just a quick word on the World Cup. There are 32 spots to be won. Well, 31 really, as the hosts Brazil are automatically there. But 11 of those spots will go to European sides, although there is a possibility of a 12th spot through the Inter-Confederation playoff. Now, if we come to that, then we've had a nightmare qualification. But let's look at the scenario. Should we finish first or second? If we finish first, then we automatically qualify for Brazil next year. And it will probably mean that we will have a couple of friendly matches in October and then a couple in November later this year. If we finish second, then we go into the playoffs, where the first round will be between the 7th and 13th of October, and then the second round between the 26th of November and the 5th of December. Obviously, or ideally, we don't want to be involved in that. I'm finding it a little difficult to work out how these playoffs actually work. I think it's a combination of second and third place teams facing each other, but I can't get the numbers to add up at the moment. But hopefully, only Spain will have to worry about that, rather than us. I'll look properly if and when it comes to it. But what I did actually look at was who have already qualified. I mentioned Brazil as hosts, but already confirmed are Australia, China, South Korea, Japan, the Philippines, North Korea and New Zealand. And I imagine there will be a few more names to add to that list once this international break finishes. Okay, before I'm joined by Zoe, let's take a look at the 25-player squad Sarina Wiegman announced on the 19th of May. So we've got 3 goalkeepers, Hannah Hampton, Anna Morehouse and Ellie Roebuck. 9 defenders, Lucy Bronze, Jess Carter, Neve Charles, Alex Greenwood, Taylor Hines, Maya Letitia, Esme Morgan, Leah Williamson and Lotta Wooben-Moy. 6 midfielders, Laura Blindkill-Brown, Lucia Kendall, Jess Park, Georgia Stanway, Ella Toone and Kira Walsh. And then 7 forwards, Aggie Beaver-Jones, Freya Godfrey, Lauren Hemp, Lauren James, Chloe Kelly, Beth Mead and Alessia Russo. It's a squad with 6 from Chelsea and Arsenal, 3 from Manchester City and Manchester United, 2 from Aston Villa, 1 each from Orlando Pride, Gotham FC, Washington Spirit, Bayern Munich and London City Lionesses. It's a squad with 1,143 caps across it and 216 goals. Now, Lucy Bronze is the most capped in the squad with 147 to her name. There is 1 uncapped player, Freya Godfrey, from the London City Lionesses. She's yet to make the pitch. Incidentally, Lucy Bronze is the oldest and Freya Godfrey is the youngest. But it is a squad where Ella Toone returns. She's not played for the Lionesses since the 8-0 victory over China last year in November. Freya Godfrey returns after she withdrew from the last squad. Aggie Beaver-Jones is back as well. There's no space for Erica Meg Parkinson, Ruby Mace or Grace Clinton. Before we head to Zoe, just a quick edit to mention that Ellie Roebuck withdrew from the squad with a shoulder injury, and she was replaced by Manchester City's Kiara Keating, who to date has only made 1 appearance for the Lionesses. That was back in October of last year in our defeat to Brazil. Oh, you know what? On a day like today, where the temperatures have been once again high 20s, the only thing we can think about is a nice cool pint in a pub, which brings us to Zoe and the Lionesses Den in Gravesend. Zoe, what have you got on tap?
Well, at the moment, it's just ice water. It is so hot. I can't even sit in the pub right now. It's too hot. I haven't got aircon in there, so not a chance.
That's the next investment, isn't it? Get some aircon in there.
Yeah, I mean, there's no space for it, unfortunately.
Just open the doors.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, welcome back. It's always great to speak to you. We're talking ahead of these final 2 games for World Cup qualification for Brazil next year. It's sort of come to the crunch now, hasn't it?
It has. Last 2 games, 2 huge games. Yes. Obviously, the first one being Spain and away. We're going to want to win that one just to make the Ukraine one just that little bit calmer. But Spain, it's so tit for tat. We don't know. Obviously, we won the last one very well as well. But this one, I can't hedge my bets on that one.
Well, let's just go back to that last game because it was a game that we were both at Wembley. An early goal, wasn't it? Which
it was.
Which settled it, but I don't know. To me, it just felt like we just didn't push on. We almost let the Spanish come on to us and just maybe not hoped for the best, but I think just relied on Spain not being able to cut through.
The thing is, you can't outplay Spain. There is no team on this planet that can outplay Spain with like higher possession. You're always going to get pummeled at some point. I think It's Lauren Hemp who scored. It was so long
Yeah.
ago. She hit the post as well. We had a few chances where we could have buried that game like early on, or wasn't to be. However, we did manage to hold on.
Yeah.
Spain, again, I think we just frustrate them. We know how to frustrate them now, and they will get chances always. But if you frustrate them enough, they're going to hit it wide, high, which is what they were doing, thankfully. Obviously, on any other day, who knows what the score could have been, but
well, 3 points there, and then a hard fought 3 points in Iceland.
yeah.
I mean, I guess a lot of people would say, "Oh, we should be." You don't want to disrespect Iceland, but you think, "Oh, we should have got a little bit more against Iceland," but we just didn't. We didn't play as we know we could play, and I think that's credit to Iceland. The second half, I think they were superb.
Oh yeah, they come out all guns blazing in that second half. I mean, I did call it. Iceland are a very tough team to beat.
Yeah.
They will park the bus. They're very good at defence, and they'll hit you on the counter attack. That's exactly what they were doing. We did not play anywhere near like we did against Spain. It was like, we've beat Spain. We were up for that game. We got the 3 points, and then it was like this massive drop in form.
Yeah.
And we were so lucky to come away 1-0. It was 1-0, wasn't it, in the end? 1-0 winners. I mean, Russo's goal was absolutely brilliant. Hoped she would get a couple more like that. But Iceland, credit to them, they were absolutely brilliant in the second half.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was at the end of the day, 2 wins was what we needed, which takes us to 4 wins so far. We're top of the pile, and it really does come down to this game against Spain in Mallorca. And I don't know, could it really be winner takes all? Because obviously we've got Ukraine after that, and then Spain will play Iceland. But yeah, it really does come down to this game, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Again, can't call it. It's away. It's in Spain. Spain are going to be up for it. They're going to want to finish top of the group and qualify automatically. No one wants to go to the playoffs because anything can happen in playoffs. Ukraine, again, I could sit here and say, yeah, we should beat them comfortably, which we did last time. It's football. You don't know. So you just have to take your chances. When they're in front of you, we have to try and beat Spain, or at least a draw, but we're going to want that win, definitely.
Yeah. Well, Serena's picked a strong squad for it. I know in the past we've had some fringe players or players who she's just wanted to take a look at and introduce through like the training sessions and that, but there's no one really in that sort of mould this time. It looks like she's going, we're bringing our strongest team to the table, isn't she?
Yeah, she's going for it. It's really nice to see Ella Toon back as well, back from injury. Obviously, she's not going to start in any way, shape or form, but she's a great character to just have in the dressing room. Seems like that Lucia Kendall, she's doing very well. She's been picked again. Every time she's played, she's really impressed me. So, let's hope she continues her form. And then it's pretty much the same as usual. Obviously, we've got Aggie Beaver-Jones back from injury. Freya Godfrey's back as well. She's been playing really well for London City Lionesses. Yeah, it's just, you look at the squad, it's names you expect. That's basically it, really. It's fingers crossed they do the job and get the wins.
Yeah, you mentioned Ella Toon. She's back. She's had a real tough period recently, hasn't she? I was interested to see that there's actually a BBC documentary coming out on her very soon. I mean, maybe out by the time
this tonight.
The 29th of May, I believe, comes out.
Okay. Yeah, it's an hour-long documentary. She is a hilarious player, so I would definitely like to watch that because she does make me laugh. Yeah. Her with Russo, nuts. So yeah,
she's had a tough time of late, and it would be great to see her on that, and just see her behind the scenes, and then hopefully to see her back in an England shirt. Actually, we'll just touch on a player who as well has had a bit of a tough time and sort of retired from England a little while, but has now retired from football in general. Millie Bright.
Yeah, I was quite shocked, really. I didn't expect the retirement. I definitely expected her to leave Chelsea. It just didn't seem quite right. I don't know if it's Sonia Bonpastor. I don't know. I'm not like accusing the woman of anything, but I don't know if they gel. She hasn't really been playing much under Bonpastor, so I did expect her to leave. I didn't expect the retirement. I expected her to go maybe like Aston Villa, but then she did basically say, "I will never play for another club other than Chelsea." Yeah. So, I didn't read that interview when she said that. Obviously, she's kept to her word, and she's on to bigger, better things. I think she's just been announced as the World Sevens commentary team, one of them.
Okay.
So. That's coming up very soon. So yeah.
Actually, that's an interesting thing that you've brought up, the World Sevens. For those that don't know, it's a tournament that is coming up very soon. A 7-a-side tournament at, I think is it Brentford? I think. Don't quote me on that.
I don't actually remember. I want to say Manchester, but I could be completely wrong. Google I know it's in England.
Yes, in England. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that? Because to me, I think Millie Bright as well was one of the players who was saying there's too many games. I know Beth Mead has been quoted as saying that. And then so shortly after the season finishes, we've got this 7-a-side tournament.
No. I mean, I've been saying these girls play a hell of a lot of games now. And it's showing with all these injuries, especially the ACLs that we're getting. It's not really needed. It's a bit of a fun competition. It's not anyway taken seriously. So it kind of feels like it should really be the latter end, like maybe pre-season, so they can get their fitness up. Rather than now, it's like give them the break. Obviously, like you've got international players playing World Cup qualifiers as well. It just feels like it's wrong timing. It feels like it should be around sort of like early August time, like just before the season starts. I don't really get it, to be fair. It's not. I didn't watch last year's one. I probably won't watch this one either. It's meant to be quite good, but yeah, I don't think it's really necessary.
Yeah, no, that was my feelings. But if it's going to introduce the game to a new audience, to younger people, to get them involved, maybe that from that aspect it could be good. But I can't help but think it's just a game too far, personally.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if a lot of the players are ones that aren't going to the World Cup qualifiers. I can't remember exactly when it is. Who knows? If it is players like ones that are in this squad, it's not necessary, really.
Well, okay, so Millie Bright's commentating on that. Where do you see her going after that then? Can we see her being a pundit, or is she going to go and do her badges?
I don't know. She's doing weird and wonderful stuff. She's doing she's mentioning she wants to get back into her horse riding again. So she's doing the commentating with World Sevens. I can't see her coaching.
Okay.
I can see her being more of an ambassador. So maybe she'll still work for Chelsea, maybe in some sort of professional capacity, maybe even with kids, maybe not like serious coaching, maybe just like working in an academy, or that's what I can see her as. A bit like Natasha Dowie at Liverpool, an ambassador. That's what I think. Obviously, I don't know the girl, but that's a guess.
Yeah. Well, inspirational figure, and she'll bring a smile to anyone's face, be it ambassadorial or teaching kids. Yeah, no, wish Millie Bright all the best. Let's just go back to Spain. Champions League final was just finished. Barcelona were 4-0 winners there against Lyon, quite convincingly. The Spain side is going to be rammed full of Barcelona players, isn't it? I mean, the likes of we've got Catacols there on a battle, Marina Paredes, Alexa Putellas, Pina Bonmati is back now as well, isn't she? She came on as a substitute. I mean, we've already said it's no foregone conclusion, this game, but what strength the Spanish have.
It's it's incredible. Like, and even like I think they said, was it 6 to 8 academy players were playing in that Champions League final. So like players that have gone through the academy, because I think Carolina Graham Hansen was quoted saying like there's been a lot of financial strain recently in Barcelona, and if it wasn't for basically I can't remember the term she used, it's a Spanish term for academy, they would have gone under. Obviously the fair play thing over their financial issues with Barcelona. So it's just a credit to them. Like, you look at every single position, there are 2 players minimum that can just slot in. And, if you take Putellas off, you can put like an academy player in. There's no real difference. Like, you know how much I love Putellas. We were just touching on it before the recording. But there literally is anyone that can slot in anywhere. Bonmati, she hasn't been playing for months. Dread I say, do they miss her? Maybe, but not so much, really. They still won Champions League without her getting to the final. So it's incredible.
Yeah. Well, we're speaking on a day where, as you were just saying, your phone has just blown up with the news of a certain Spanish star. What do you know? Tell us what you know. What's the rumour here?
Well, the rumours has been rife for ages that Alexia Putellas was leaving Barcelona. And if you watch the build-up to the Champions League a couple of games back, you would see she's very emotional at full time, or if she scores. Like, she was so emotional after when it was 4-0 in the Champions League. Lots of people saying she's leaving. My head, no, surely she can't. Barcelona legend. However, she's literally just announced in the last 15 minutes she is leaving Barcelona, which has blown my mind. And I actually do think that Michelle Kang has pulled one off, and basically she's going to London City Lionesses. I can definitely see that now, after what I've seen over the last few months. Michelle Kang wants to build this huge squad and heavily investing in it. She's going to throw money at players now, big names, to get that squad into the Champions League. But what I don't get is if they get to the Champions League, well, they can't, because Michelle Kang also owns Lyon, and UEFA have literally announced you can't own 2 clubs and be in the Champions League. So I don't know where she's going. I can't. I don't know. I really don't know. I've literally just found out. I'm just baffled that she actually is leaving Barcelona. And I do think there's going to be a bit of a mass exodus, because Anya Batlló has also been heavily linked to Arsenal.
Yeah.
That's going to be announced very soon, I could imagine. Who else is going to leave? We don't know. It's crazy. Crazy.
Wow. I mean, but like you said, the Spanish of Barcelona have got this youth system and academy that, the word conveyor belt has been said so many times that you can just see them going on and on. What was that? I think, was that their 4th Champions League win? I think they said.
I think so. Yeah. They're unstoppable. I mean, obviously Arsenal stopped them last year, but that, any given day, Barcelona will beat you. You just have to be on form and be on your best game to remotely try and beat them. They're incredible. And it is basically the Spanish team. Yeah. There's not many other players in that Barcelona team that are not Spanish. So that's what we have to look forward to soon.
Yes. Well, it's going to be interesting. Are you prepared to put a result on it?
Where she's going?
No, I mean, sorry, for the Lionesses for the game. Yeah.
I'm going to say it's a draw, 1-1.
Yeah.
1-1.
We'll go through, hopefully, on the draw. We'll wait and see. Just a couple of other things as the season has rounded off. Manchester City won the WSL, didn't they? The FA Cup, at the time of speaking, has yet to be played. Manchester City in that against Brighton. Yeah. Arsenal didn't, obviously, fell out of the Champions League at the semi-final stage, but second in the Premier League, in the WSL.
Yeah.
Have you been happy with the standard this year?
So I've been an Arsenal ladies fan.
Yeah.
I had It's very complicated. I don't know if I've ever explained it, but I
In
won't
our
bore you.
first episode, you told us.
Okay,
yeah.
So this year, no. I mean, they were good, but they fell right at the last hurdle. They literally lost everything. Like, they've got beat against Brighton, who were very in form in the FA Cup, got knocked out by them. Obviously, they drew in the WSL with Brighton away. Again, they were still on form. So it's credit to Brighton, and it's great for the WSL because obviously that means there are more teams than just your usual 3 to 4 teams that constantly win everything. So I'm really pleased for Brighton to get to the final, and I will be rooting for Brighton to win the final. For Arsenal, I don't know. It's just that I think they're going for a massive transition period. You know, they've announced so many players leaving now. You know, Beth Mead, I was devastated. Like, she is my ultimate player, and I actually cried. I have never cried. I'm an adult. I've never cried at a player leaving a club, and I had a feeling she would leave.
Yeah.
I've said this for 2 years now. You know, last year, definitely her last season, she didn't leave. Obviously, she's left now. I haven't got a clue where she's going. It could be London City, but it's also heavily linked to Man City. Obviously, you've got Palova, Codina. They were kind of fringe players. I'm not shocked that they've left. And then Kate McCabe, like, huge names are leaving. So that would suggest that huge names are coming. You know, they've been linked to quite a few massive names, like Onabacha being one of them, who could quite easily slot into that back four, no problem. Like, one of the best right backs in the world, has played left back, but preferably right. Don't know. It's just, hopefully they'll have this big reshuffle and things will start to change and they might start winning more silverware because, you know, can't say the club's not throwing money at them, giving them the best facilities. You know, I don't want to knock them. Like, they did so well to get second in the end. You know, Chelsea haven't finished third in like probably 10 years. So, you know, they did well to get set in second and get that automatic qualification for Champions League. But I think Arsenal deserved at least one piece of silverware other than this golden plate that they won right at the beginning that no one cared about. So, yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, but fair play to Man City. Khadisha Shaw just showed, you know, now she's staying. She just scores goals for fun, and she's one of the best strikers in the world. And they've got a great team. So, you know, it's good to see someone else win for a change.
And next season, WSL's expanding slightly as well, isn't it?
It has. So they've gone from 12 to 14 teams. Basically, the bottom team, which was Leicester, they played in a playoff against Charlton, who came third in the WSL 2. So Birmingham, Crystal Palace, automatic promotion. Charlton played Leicester and beat them 2-1 penalties. Their goalkeeper, I don't know if you saw the penalty shootout. Goalkeeper thinks she saved about 4. And They weren't rubbish penalties. Like, she had an absolute blinder of a game and got them through to WSL 1 promotion. So I think this is something like half of the WSL now are London teams, which is crazy.
Yeah, I guess they are.
Yeah. Massive. So, you know, that's good. Massive expansion, 14 teams now in the WSL. And I think from now on, they are playing like a playoff system. There is no automatic relegation, as far as I'm aware.
Okay,
I think there's always going to be a playoff. So, a bit more interesting.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff. Well, come the new season, we shall catch up, which I guess, well, we'll either be looking at a few friendlies or maybe, hopefully not, a playoff.
I hope not. Because they don't need it. They don't need that stress. I don't need that stress. You don't need that stress.
No one needs this stress. No, you're right.
No.
Oh, great stuff. Zoe, thank you as always. Go on, tell us where we can find you on social media. I know you're on Instagram.
Yeah. It's basically, it's just on Instagram. It's the _Lionesses _Den. It's basically where I do most of my social media. I did try Facebook, but I couldn't juggle between. I've tried a bit of TikTok as well. I'm on TikTok as well, but
Dancing?
again, no, no. I'm more of a picture person than videos, but I try and do a little bit. I have contemplated doing a bit more on TikTok, maybe a bit more like match analysis type stuff, but I haven't plucked up the courage to sit in front of a camera and talk to myself for half an hour. So yeah.
Time will come. Time will come. Zoe, thank you as always. Stay cool in this weather. Get yourself get some air conditioning in the Lionesses Den.
I'll try. Very expensive.
Yeah. All right, take care. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks to Zoe there. Always a pleasure. Now, if you are going to either Spain in Mallorca, that should be nice, or if you're going to the Ukraine game at Everton, enjoy both of them. Safe travels to you. Let's leave it there. Don't forget you can follow the show on social media. Just search 3 Lions Podcast. Click your likes, click your follows. Always appreciated. I will be back with you very soon with some more England-related content. And hopefully we are confirmed as being World Cup bound. Hope you can join me for it. So until then, take care of yourselves. Cheers.